Hello there. Investors overestimate the importance of skill and underestimate the role of random chance in investment returns. That's the key finding of a study conducted by researchers at the University of Mannheim in Germany. The study's entitled "Fooled by Randomness: Investor Perception of Fund Manager Skill." The researchers found that most investors base their decision on which actively managed fund to invest in on past performance. However, they fail to appreciate the extent to which volatility skews returns. They also tend to assume that managers who've performed well are skillful, when often all they did was to take on more risk. Here's Professor Martin Weber.
Now, if you take these results together and ask yourself, what should I do? The first, you don't look at past returns and you don't chase past returns, period. Most of the time, if you chase past returns, what you pick up is randomness.
Professor Weber accepts there are a very small number of skillful fund managers out there, but he says that's not the point.
The next question would be, can you find these people and is it worth it? And the answer is, can you find the people? It's very hard. For we know from our study that you have all these biases when you evaluate these people. And even do good statistic, some people say you have to wait for 100 years in order to find out who is a skillful manager. So the skillful manager is a very hard thing. Now suppose you find a skillful manager, then is he or she worth the money? And that's the next question. So if you have a skillful manager and the skillful manager is really cheap, then go for it. But in general, the skillful managers are expensive.
So, given how unlikely it is that you or I can successfully identify the next Warren Buffett, why do so many of us try to do just that? For Professor Weber, there are two main reasons: industry advertising and the media.
You have to admit passive investing is boring. I mean, the media cannot write anything a lot about. So the media has all the incentive to write about active and some person by chance hitting something very specific. So the news is against this investing. And then all the incentive the industry are against. For passive is much cheaper than active. So why should I promote something which is cheaper, which I can earn more money on the active side?
So the next time you're tempted to invest in a particular fund on the strength of an advert or something you read in a newspaper, beware. It might just become a future star performer, but the odds are heavily stacked against it. Goodbye.